This thing still work? Been a while. Think I can do this. What's going on, everyone? Tosh coming at you. No, 2025. I gotta think of like something new, something different, a little more mature. Hey guys. That's too cheesy. Can't do that. I'm just here to make a video because my favorite piece is tech, especially being a new father, and I haven't really been going around buying things. I have to buy diapers and formula and toys. And the Steam Deck, though, I always look at mod videos, and a lot of them look kind of cheesy and janky and really didn't really seem worthy. I came up with some mods that I found suitable for the Steam Deck. The only really main things that I've done to the Steam Deck is change the internal SSD. I've recently just done that again, so I've done it 2 times already. So I went to 1 terabyte. I did want to do Windows, but with 1 terabyte, after I found out, just didn't seem suitable for doing dual boot. So I just stuck with the Steam OS. I did try Windows on a micro SD card in the past. It did work. I have other videos of like things I've done. Yeah, Windows is cool if you play Call of Duty and stuff like that. This thing is pretty much finished. I got the maxed out internal SSD at 2 terabytes. I'm still rocking the 1 terabyte micro SD card. I did see they have the 2 terabyte. I am eyeing that, but I'm not paying $200 for that. Waiting for some type of sale for that. But other than that, I mean, I'm pretty much good as far as mods. After these guys, you haven't seen them yet, but you're gonna see them. I'm gonna stop talking, I promise. First thing that I got, this is by eXtremeRate. So eXtremeRate is pretty well known with the modding scene with handhelds and controllers and stuff like that. They got a lot of crazy stuff. Some are cheesy, some are good, some are whatever. This one is, I thought was cheesy. I read some of the reviews, and the people who actually liked more responsiveness to their clicks when they're pushing buttons on their handhelds, whether it be your controller, your mouse, your keyboard. This is the clicky board for your Steam Deck, so it allows you to have more. Like if you hear that, you don't really hear no click. You're gonna hear a lot more of a tactile sound, and obviously the feel of it, you're gonna feel it click. So it's gonna be more direct. So I thought that was cool, but that goes on to the next mod. So in order to do this mod here, you're gonna need to pretty much take everything out for the most part. Not necessarily out, but move it or shift it. So I'm not gonna do a how-to video on this. I'm gonna do some B-roll showing you guys me doing it. There's a lot of videos online. To go with the emulation I've been enjoying with this device, the PS2 emulation is something that I've really been enjoying more so than any Steam games lately. So I got the PS2 buttons. It's flipped over, but you can see there the triangle. So that way it's gonna have a nice little retro look to it, or at least PlayStation vibe to it. I can show you my boot screen. I'll do like a B-roll maybe now or later. I have like the SteamDeck PlayStation 2 boot screen, which is pretty cool. And to go with the whole PlayStation theme, I got the D-pad. Definitely gonna be a lot better because it's a matte black. If I can get that to focus. It's got a PlayStation logo right there in the center. I don't know if you can see it. It's a matte black, more tactile feel to it. So definitely gonna feel a lot better and perform better for the games that you use that for. As you can see with the one that we have here, this is the default one. It's just a shiny, glossy fingerprint magnet, and there's no tactile feel to it. It's just a slab of plastic that's shiny. And like I said, with the clicky buttons and having a more tactile feel to it, definitely gonna, be a better experience for that. And since we're gonna have everything pretty much removed out of here, I had to take thumbsticks out to just apply the buttons, because the buttons are underneath the like thumbstick motherboard. So while I'm at it, I got the Hall effects. I don't know why I opened it. I'd rather just show you the front. Got the Hall effects or Hall fix. I don't even know. Whatever. These are the Hall whatever magnetic style thumbsticks for your Steam Deck. So this is gonna help for 2 reasons. Stick drift for 1, because this is known for the Switch, which I've had to do for my Switch twice. So I've been plagued by this issue before. Another great thing about these are the tight version. They have a tight and standard. Tight allows it to be a little more tight to the feeling, so you can be a little more accurate with your aiming when you're doing FPS, which I'll do play some FPS games here and there, especially now that I got Windows on here. I can play Call of Duty, which actually works, and I can play Rainbow Six Siege, which actually really works well, which I'm really surprised how well Siege works. I've been enjoying that a lot. Also PUBG works, which not a big fan. I still like that with a mouse and keyboard, but yeah, games like that is definitely going to be a benefit getting the tight version of the Hall effect thumbstick thumbsticks by Do It Yourself, I believe. It should be on the packaging here. And the last but not least, last mod that I got, this is by Skull & Co. They're little thumb grips. I've never had these before, but I have it on the left one. I do actually like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much because it didn't look like it was gonna be as grippy, but it's actually pretty grippy. So as you can see on the edge of the stick here, it has more of a grip than it does on the center. On the center it has a skull. But the main sticks that I've been enjoying lately, but I've had for like a year now, so they're kind of worn. At least the left one, hence why I got the thumb grip from Skull & Co. is from Satisfy. So I still have it on my AIM one, which is the right one here. So as you can see, it's a little bit different. It has like a cap, but it has a higher stem on it. But the grip is a little bit different. As you see, it kind of grooves into your thumbprint. So a little bit different than the dome variation that you get with Skull & Co. And obviously it gives you no height really other than the padding that it gives. So definitely different, but these are a little bit better on the right one anyways for aiming. So it gives you a little bit better precision. It's all gonna give me just a better experience overall with the Steam Deck. And like I said, it's gonna bring me into 2025, just even more enjoying my Steam Deck than I did in 2024. Coming out with the Steam Deck 2, I don't think anytime soon. So yeah, I got a lot of work to do. It's not that hard from the videos. Anybody can really do it if you have any competency and patience. You don't need to do any soldering with any of these mods. It's just a screwdriver really, and that's really it. So yeah, you can get these and do it yourself. You don't have to be, you know, a super technician and have all these tools. So see you guys in the next clip. The first thing we're gonna have to do is install these buttons. So we're gonna take everything apart, put these buttons in. So maybe this will give it a better look. So this was off Etsy. The creator makes some mods for like retro handhelds and stuff like that. A lot of different stuff. The same person made the buttons. They have like a little glimmer effect. It's like almost like glitter shimmers or something. I don't know, but yeah, PlayStation buttons, pretty cool. So as we're doing the buttons, we're gonna go ahead and install the EXtremeRate clickiness. You'll see some B-roll. I'm not, like you said, doing a how-to video, but this is the part that's gonna take just a little bit of time. It's not any type of soldering, but it's adhesive. So you're gonna have to unadhesive the older one and then install this one. So not hard. And then last but not least, the thumbsticks, the Hall Effect thumbsticks. One thing I will say is if you're gonna get these, pay attention to which version you have. Like I said, if you have the OLED version or the LCD version, because there is a difference for some of the stuff. Any type of mod. One thing you'll notice specifically is the black version, at least with the brand that I got, is the OLED. The white version is the LCD. Cool thing with these are just like default for the most part, other than it being the Hall Effect magnetic movement and it being the tight version. So it gives you a little bit more resistance to be a little bit more precise with those micro movements. When you're just really trying to get that little bit of movement to aim it on someone's head or whatever it may be, you have a little more resistance. That's what it means for tight. Now, one thing with these, you still get the gyro touch sensitive on these, so you're not losing that, so you're good on that as well. Not a sponsor or anything, but definitely comes in handy when doing any type of tinkering stuff like this. I'll have this link down below too, because this is just a starter kit. Definitely recommend this for anybody who's doing any type of tech. It gives you all the bits that you might need. But yeah, let's get right to it. I'm gonna take this all off. Now this is the Dbrand grip. I know some people might ask, maybe, but this is the Dbrand grip that I use. Go ahead and place the Steam Deck right in here, and that way you have it in a soft, safe spot. It also holds the thumbsticks from being damaged while being face down. One critical thing also, I almost forgot, and I usually never forget, take your SD card out. I almost forgot. Voila. One thing I do love about Valve as a company, they seem to be very modder friendly. So allowing you to have ease of access to a lot of this stuff for us to be able to do this, which is pretty cool. I guess sexy is a word you can use for tech, but look how sexy that is. I don't know, I love tech. Normally when you're doing like SD card upgrades, you're gonna be accessing underneath this plate. I might still need to remove this plate for these mods. I definitely think I'm gonna have to remove this plate. But a lot of this stuff is just gonna be worked on right here. So these right here are specifically the thumb grips on each side. So very easy to access. You just have to remove some of these tabs here.
Nothing.
Here we are, Steam Deck fully modded out. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I can do to this Steam Deck other than, you know, aesthetic things, skins and stuff like that. But for the most part, this thing is maxed out until Steam Deck 2 comes out. Now, here we are with the PlayStation buttons installed. Now, one thing I will say, be careful when installing the buttons. They have these little tabs on them, 3 little tabs on them. If you break one of those are the things that allows these buttons to stay in place. So as you can see, I broke 2 of the ones on the X, and the X will just spin, but not a big deal. Still stays in place. Buttons work just fine. The click sounds just fine, but just something to be wary of. But guys, come on, this thing looks clean. PlayStation buttons with the D-pad as well. I mean, it's a little bit hard to see that PlayStation logo there, but there we go. Definitely a lot better look with the matte black. You literally just feel the individual clicks left, right, up, and down rather than feeling like just one big mush. So definitely can recommend the Clicky Pad. The Clicky Pad is probably something that I thought was the most cheesiest mod that I got, but I think it's actually the one that I enjoy the most. It just makes it feel a little bit more premium. I don't know. Some people might not like it. It might sound annoying when you're laying in bed next to someone sleeping and you're like playing a fighting game just rapidly and you're just hearing the click going crazy. But other than that, I mean, as far as the actual audible noise, the physicalness of it, of the individual button press is really nice, and it just feels that more premium. So I can definitely recommend the button clicky mod, whatever you want to call it. But now the buttons, of course, is an aesthetic thing, so that's personal preference. I personally grew up on PlayStation. I obviously Xbox as well, but PlayStation was my childhood console of choice. And like I said, I've been enjoying the emulation on here. Go ahead and show you my library. I mean, come on, all these PlayStation games I got. Let's see here, PS2. I got 70 PS2 games right there. Boom, like all these classic PlayStation 2 games, if it's not too bright. I mean, guys, come on. 50 Cent, Bulletproof. This was a classic. Army Air Attack 2. I mean, Underground, Most Wanted, Scarface, classic. Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah, I mean, so many games. Toy Story, Twisted Metal, Tony Hawk. This one a lot of people won't even know of. State of Emergency. That was a classic right there. State of Emergency. Really fun playing the PlayStation 2 games, and then just adding that, you know, aesthetic with it, with the boot screen you guys see in the end here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, of course, you got the joysticks here. I've been enjoying these. Nothing to really speak on other than they give you a little bit more grip. Obviously, the height difference per stick is a preference, but all in all, I am enjoying my Steam Deck for what, 2-3 years now we're going on with the Steam Deck. I can't recommend anything over this. I mean, I know there's a lot of handhelds out there on the market. I still honestly recommend the Steam Deck. Now, yes, I know the Switch 2 just got released, and I am actually a little excited for it. I'm not really excited for it. I'm a little excited for it because I do have the Steam Deck, and it really is capable of all the games the Switch 2 is going to be capable of. Yes, you got your Switch emulations here. Technically, you're not supposed to see this, but yeah, you can install Switch games on here. Like, I own all those games, so no copyright reasons here. But yeah, so I mean, this is an all-in-all machine. Steam Deck library, you got your emulations, PS2, Switch, Sega Genesis, all types of good stuff on here. Definitely can recommend the mods, like I said. Hopefully I was able to help you guys out on maybe changing things up with your Steam Deck, making it feel a little bit newer and whatever, making you a little bit more excited to play it. But that's gonna do it for this video. Always hit that thumbs up. It does help out the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Y'all enjoy your day. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.